Every summer, billions of watermelons are grown. But what happens after harvest? Today, we go inside a factory where millions are crushed into juice. These massive trucks carry up to 40,000 pounds of watermelons, arriving around the clock, 24 hours a day. The moment they arrive, workers begin unloading, each melon weighed and inspected before entering production. A single factory can process over 500,000 watermelons per day. That's nearly 6 melons every second. Each melon is weighed precisely. Undersized or overripe fruit is sorted out immediately. Trained inspectors check for cracks, mold, and ripeness. Only the best fruit moves forward. From receiving, the melons travel down 200 feet of conveyor into the wash station. Powerful jets blast the rinds with sanitized water, removing dirt, pesticides, and surface bacteria. Rotating bristle brushes scrub every inch of the rind. The whole process takes just 45 seconds. After washing, a powerful air dryer removes all surface moisture before cutting begins. Next, the cutting room. This is where it all begins. Massive industrial blades slice every melon in half. A single blade drops with 2,000 pounds of force, splitting a 20-pound melon in under a second. That deep red color? It's lycopene, the same antioxidant found in tomatoes, but in much higher levels. The halves move immediately to pulping. Every second counts to preserve freshness. Giant mechanical scoops remove the flesh from the rind in one swift motion. Nothing is wasted. The rinds? They're not thrown away. They're sent to a separate line, used for animal feed or compost. The flesh, still in large chunks, drops into a massive collection hopper below the cutting floor. Thousands of pounds of fresh watermelon collect every hour, ready for the crushing phase. A giant screw conveyor, called an auger, pushes the chunks toward the industrial crusher. This is the crusher, the heart of the factory. It can process 50,000 pounds of watermelon per hour. Inside, rotating hammers break down the flesh into a pulpy slurry at over 3,000 revolutions per minute. The result is a thick, bright red slurry, watermelon juice in its most raw, unfiltered form. But wait, what about those seeds? A specialized seed separator removes them before any filtering. Vibrating mesh screens shake out thousands of seeds per minute, captured and collected separately. These seeds are dried and sold, used for roasting snacks, cooking oils, or replanting next season. The seedless slurry now enters the first filtration stage, a series of multi-layer filter presses. Massive hydraulic filter presses squeeze every last drop of juice from the pulp at up to 150 psi. The juice that emerges is cleaner, brighter, but still needs more refinement. What's left behind? A dry pulp cake, nearly all moisture extracted. This too gets recycled. The juice then enters a high-speed centrifuge, spinning at 6,000 revolutions per minute to remove fine particles. Inside the centrifuge, heavier particles are forced to the walls and removed. The juice becomes crystal clear. Now comes one of the most critical steps, pasteurization. Heat kills bacteria and extends shelf life. The juice is flash heated to 185 degrees Fahrenheit for just 15 seconds, killing pathogens without losing flavor. Every batch is monitored by computer. If temperature drops even slightly, the batch is held for retesting. Immediately after heating, the juice is rapidly cooled, dropping to 40 degrees Fahrenheit within seconds. Quality control technicians pull samples every 30 minutes, testing sugar content, pH, and color. The Brix level, a measure of sugar concentration, must hit exactly 7.5 to 9 for premium juice. Even the color is measured scientifically, ensuring every bottle matches a precise shade of red. Once approved, the juice flows into massive refrigerated storage tanks, each holding 50,000 gallons. These tanks are insulated and temperature controlled, keeping juice at exactly 34 degrees Fahrenheit until bottled. Some products get additions here: natural lemon juice, mint extract, or a touch of sea salt. Giant paddles blend the mixture uniformly, a process that takes exactly 8 minutes per batch. Approved and blended, the juice now travels to the bottling floor, the fastest part of the operation. Thousands of empty bottles ride a conveyor into the filling machine, moving at 1,200 bottles per minute. Each nozzle fills a bottle in 0.05 seconds, and the machine never stops. Instantly after filling, a capping machine screws on airtight caps, sealing freshness in under a second. Labels are applied by robotic arms, perfectly centered, with zero tolerance for misalignment. Every bottle gets a lot code and expiration date stamped on the cap for full traceability. High-speed cameras inspect every single bottle, checking fill level, cap alignment, and label position. Any bottle that fails inspection is automatically rejected, pushed off the line by a pneumatic ejector. Accepted bottles are grouped into 6-packs and wrapped in shrink film, then heat sealed. 6-packs are then loaded into cardboard cartons, automatically folded and glued at 300 cartons per minute. A robotic palletizer stacks the cases, building a full pallet of 60 cases in under 3 minutes. The pallet is stretch-wrapped, bound tight, and ready for the cold storage warehouse. A forklift picks up the finished pallet and moves it to cold storage, kept at 34 degrees Fahrenheit until shipping. The cold storage facility holds up to 10 million bottles at a time, a sea of red. From here, refrigerated trucks carry the juice to distribution centers across the country. Every truck is temperature monitored. The cold chain never breaks from factory to store shelf. Hundreds of trucks leave this single factory every week, delivering watermelon juice nationwide. At the distribution center, the juice is sorted by region and delivered to thousands of grocery stores. Store workers stock the shelves, from factory floor to your fridge, in as little as 48 hours. That bottle you grabbed from the store? It was a whole watermelon just 2 days ago. But what about waste? This factory sends almost nothing to landfill. Here's what they do with it. The rinds from 500,000 melons per day are turned into compost, sold back to farms as fertilizer. Organic waste is fed into a biogas digester, generating electricity that powers 15% of the factory. Solar panels cover the entire factory roof, generating another 25% of the facility's power needs. Even the wash water is treated and recirculated. The factory recycles over 90% of its water. At full production, this facility processes a watermelon every 0.2 seconds, non-stop. Everything is monitored from a central control room. 47 cameras, 200 sensors, and real-time data. If a single machine falls out of spec, an alert fires within 3 seconds. The line adjusts automatically. The factory runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during peak season. 3 rotating shifts keep it going. From above at night, the factory glows.
This watermelon juice is so refreshing on a sunny day.
Never stops. The result? Millions of bottles of 100% watermelon juice, pure, natural, and shelf-stable for 12 months. One bottle,